Kendall, do you only date basketball players? And do they have to be good basketball players in order to get your attention?
No, I actually don't only date basketball players, if anyone's ever done their research.
Kendall Jenner opens up about her relationship with Devin Booker for the very first time. Hey guys, welcome back to another Shared News from Home. We have all the details on everything Kendall revealed, but before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. All right, so we know all of the Kardashian sisters just came together for the first ever Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion, and no subject was off limits, including Kendall's relationships. Out of all the Kardashian sisters, Kendall notoriously keeps her relationships extremely private, but during part 2 of the reunion, she finally shared some details about what's been going on behind the scenes. First things first, she addressed head-on the assumption that she only dates basketball players. She told Andy, quote, "No, I don't actually only date basketball players, if anyone's ever done their research."
But I'm not ashamed that I have a type. And I'm also a genuine basketball fan, so that just kind of, has happened.
I love that she said this because she's right. There's absolutely no shame in having a type. And Kendall certainly has not only dated basketball players. I certainly haven't forgotten those Harry Styles rumors from way back when. But she did go on to confirm officially for the very first time.
So what's happening with you and Devin Booker?
He's my boyfriend.
You're together?
Yeah.
Right now, I think we've all known that they've been together for a while now, but she's never actually said it publicly until this reunion. A source recently told E! that Kendall and Devin celebrated their 1-year anniversary on June 13th, adding that this is the happiest Kendall has ever been in a relationship. As happy as she is, and of course I think as happy as fans are for her, this is not a relationship we've seen on the show at all, and that was very intentional on Kendall's part. One of the show's longtime producers actually opened up and shed some light on some rules Kendall had set for her filming. The producers shared, quote, "Kendall's always had this rule, which she felt like she had to be with someone for at least a year before she lets them be a part of the show and in the show. They explained that she doesn't always know what people's intentions are, so that's why we kind of kept her personal life out of it, just because she had a rule." Now, we talked about this in our recap of part 1 of the special. The Kardashians have had struggles over the years with being able to keep and maintain friendships, with a super high level of trust. They have been burned before. And of course, they also are not just talent in this show. They have, producing credit, editing power. So Kendall setting this rule for herself was something that she definitely did not take lightly. And she elaborated on it during part 2 of the reunion as well. She shed some light on her thought process behind these boundaries that she set. She revealed that watching her sister's relationships unfold so publicly actually really influenced her decision.
And no offense to my older sisters at all, but I think that Kylie and I specifically have, had the opportunity to watch my older sisters, go through marriages and relationships and breakups and all these things and do them
Glad to be there for you.
No, do them pretty publicly. And again, no offense to you guys at all, but I think just it was personal preference from a really young age.
She continued explaining, "I think it makes my life a lot easier and our relationship a lot better, to be honest. I just feel like it's a private matter and not for anyone else to judge or know." Now, what's really interesting is a source actually shared with E! that privacy is something that's also extremely important to Devin. So they definitely align in that sense. The source explained Devin is quiet and not interested in being in the spotlight or a celebrity. So all things considered, that's truly a perfect match for Kendall. The source added that Devin has totally gotten the family's stamp of approval, saying, quote, "They love having Devin around and have welcomed him with open arms. They love seeing Kendall so happy with someone who brings out the best in her. It's exciting for everyone to see her in such a great relationship." We are, of course, so happy for Kendall, but I do feel like the one big question now is, knowing what Kendall's rule has been for all of these seasons of Keeping Up, not sharing any relationships until they hit the year mark, And knowing that her and Devin have now been together for a year, that Hulu reality series that is in the works, I'm curious if that means Kendall will be more willing to share some of this relationship with fans on screen. Obviously, you guys, we have very few details on this Hulu show as of now, but it is something to keep in mind as we get closer to some real details. That is everything we have to share with you for now. We, of course, want to know your thoughts on if you think we'll be seeing more of Kendall and Devin's relationship in the future and everything she had to say during the reunion. So let us know down in the comments. And if you are not already subscribed to our channel, make sure you do. Make sure you ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future Kardashian updates. As always, I'm Fiona Zaring. You can check out my socials. They're on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.